This episode of Dads on Wrestling is brought to you by the Long Beach Clothing Company, located on Atlantic Avenue in North Long Beach. Starts right now.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 20 of Dads on Wrestling, the Extreme Rules prediction episode. I am the Renegade of Wrestling, JJ Williams.
I am Mr. TW Jeff Meacham, and we are joined by the Lady Killer himself, but
You already know that.
That's right.
Actually, I was going to come up with the new one today. Lady Killer means I'm better than you.
Oh, with the punk
That's
thing.
right.
Yeah,
You failed, Jeff. Didn't you get the memo?
I didn't get the memo about the puncture.
Like, seriously,
today.
Punk didn't even show up at WrestleMania until WrestleMania 22 when he was one of John Cena's monsters. You're just fail.
I know.
You can't even represent WrestleMania 22.
I don't have WrestleMania 22 shirt in my defense.
You're just fail.
Well, let me tell you how proud I am to be here at the Long Beach Clothing Company. Really
That's
nice
right.
store where you can get good.
We're on location today, baby. One of our
corporate sponsors, if
right.
you will.
Nice little backdrop they gave us.
Hey, you know what I'm saying?
Nice.
We're moving up in the world. Take a
Queen
look
Mary,
at this,
baby.
man. There's
Queen
the Queen Mary.
There's me and some random lady that I'm
That's
dating.
one of the ladies that you killed, right? The
Exactly.
pack. Was that Anna number 1 or Anna number 2?
I don't want to say.
Whoa. We're getting too involved here. We're getting too involved here.
But anyways, you know, Long Beach Clothing Company, no BS. It's a great place to get all your Long Beach memorabilia. Me and Jeff already have some gear that we'll be rocking that we rocked in episode 19.
We did. We rocked the last episode.
Yeah, we rocked
That's
the
right.
last episode. So, you know, make sure you check out future episodes because we will be coming live from here hopefully once a month if everything gets greenlit properly.
Review picks if we hope.
But anyways, on to the task at hand. Extreme Rules. Now, surprisingly, on SmackDown this week, they didn't announce any more matches.
Not that I saw, no.
Yeah, you know, I mean, that kind of baffles me because right now there's only 5 matches.
I brought my.
So every match has to go like 30 minutes to fill up the majority of the card, and it's like there's no way that Jerry Lawler, Jim Ross versus Swagger and Michael Cole is going to go more than 10 minutes. That's going to be a fuck fest anyways.
Seriously. Honestly, they're going to have to add something, and my prediction right now is they're going to add either a U.S. or Intercontinental title match, and one of those guys from SmackDown, either Wade Barrett or Sheamus, is going to face a Raw gentleman and lose their respective championships, because right now, both belts are on SmackDown as a result of the draft. We talked about that last show.
Yes. My guess is Wade Barrett, because, you know, Sheamus is Triple H's workout buddy, so I'm thinking Wade Barrett's going to get a match, drop the Intercontinental title since the core is breaking up in front of our eyes anyway.
Yeah,
what is
seriously.
it? 2 breakups, you know, in like 1 week on SmackDown. Lay Cool and the core is like totally falling apart in front of our eyes.
But Lakel's breakup was funny because the video that showed up on YouTube.
That's right, baby. When she loved me.
If you're a Disney Toy Story fan, go look up that video.
And even if you're not, if you're just a Sarah McLachlan fan, look it up.
True.
But anyways, we keep getting
cool.
distracted.
Let's just go.
Task at hand, Extreme Rules pay-per-view.
So
We're going to start
the country whipping match.
We're going to start at the bottom. We're going to work our way to the
And
top.
that's definitely the bottom.
Yeah, country whipping match tag team. Jerry the King Lawler and good old JR versus Michael Cole and Jack Swagger.
I can't walk away.
This is the bathroom break match for sure. My fiance walked out of the room on Raw the other night when this match was getting hyped because she's just so appalled by the whole Michael Cole thing.
Well, the fact that JR got whipped after we saw Husky get whipped a few months back, that was kind of fail.
So I'm going on record. JJ Williams predicts Jerry Lawler and Jim Ross to annihilate Michael Cole and Swagger, which kind of sucks that Swagger just came
have
to Raw.
your attention, please?
Yes, Ray. Go ahead. Go ahead, Ray. You're good.
Michael Cole is undefeated at WrestleMania, and Jack Swagger led him to that victory over Jerry the King Lawler. And I don't care if he was the king. Michael Cole is the new king of England, new king of the United States of the world. Well, Michael Cole.
He's actually a knight of England.
Yeah, knight. Yeah.
Not the king.
Michael
Cole is a phony king.
I'm just trying to put. I'm just
playing.
playing, guys at home. I'm just playing devil's advocate here. I'm just playing devil's advocate.
Okay,
I walked away. I walked away at about the same time that his fiance walked away on that segment. I do want to play devil's advocate and say that Michael Cole gets another victory because they're trying to put over Swagger. I'm going to call Michael Cole and Jack Swagger on this one.
Disagree. JR and the King. Only because Cole won the match at WrestleMania on that GM beep-in technicality. Yeah. I got to go with JR and the King here.
Yeah, I definitely think that, you know, JR.
You're shaking the camera, dude.
Yeah,
Stop
dude,
it.
seriously.
Stop it.
Even though it's fifth.
Come on now.
Even though it is a good song.
Yeah, the remix that I've got the exclusives better. Remember that on the
Yeah.
Enterprise exclusive?
That was
But
good.
anyways, Jerry Lawler got screwed out of his match at WrestleMania, his big WrestleMania moment.
Debut, if you will.
They need to make it up to him, and the fact that they got JR, I don't think they're going to put JR in a match just to have him get fucked in the ass with no lube.
They did that with the colon surgery already, remember?
Yeah, but
they
when
showed it on
Vince
TV.
Vince McMahon
McMahon was in there,
yeah.
Falls count anywhere. Rey Mysterio versus Cody Rhodes.
This is one of quite a few matches, actually, Sunday, that have the opportunity to steal the show.
Yeah.
You know,
I don't think this will be match of the night. Match of the night actually is the next match we're going to be talking about, in my
Okay,
opinion.
all right.
But Rey Mysterio, Cody Rhodes.
Will still be brutal because
I'm surprised they didn't make this mask versus mask.
well,
With all the hype with the paper bag masks a couple weeks ago on SmackDown, with Cody having his mask that he doesn't really need to wear anymore.
that we know of. You know.
He doesn't. It's just like D'Lo Brown's chest protector.
Well,
Bob
we know
Orton's
he
mask.
does. Well,
They wore it way long after they needed to. Thank you, The Rock. They wore
Right,
those
The Rock.
things way
You got
past
The
the times that they needed to.
Right.
I'm fairly certain Cody doesn't need his mask anymore.
We know he doesn't, but in terms of storyline, he may still need it, which is why they didn't do match versus match. That's just my call on that one.
Rey Mysterio for me, though.
Ray's won one, Cody won the one at WrestleMania. I gotta believe Ray's gonna win the rubber match.
Yeah.
I'm calling Cody Rhodes in not even
Of
another.
course you're gonna call Cody. Come on now.
I'm gonna call Cody Rhodes because I truly believe that this kid is destined for greatness. I'm gonna make a bold prediction that he'll be WWE Champion in the next 2 years.
I could see that, but I
see
don't
that.
see him winning.
Maybe the world. I'll take that back. The world title.
Yeah,
I don't want
I
to
don't
be
see him- I
yelled
don't
at
see
on
him
the
winning
comments
tomorrow,
underneath
though.
our YouTube. So I'm saying the world championship. If they gave it to Rey Mysterio, they gave it to Swagger. Might as well just strap it on Cody.
That's right.
Next match I feel is going to steal the show. Match of the night: CM Punk versus Randy Orton. Now, as huge of an Orton fan as I am and have been since day one, we both kind of have been, I got to go with CM Punk on this one. You know, I think that CM Punk, he lost at WrestleMania. I think he's going to get his victory now that Randy's going over to SmackDown. They got to seal the deal. I think Punk is going to finally get his.
God, it's a hard one to call. I do like them both very much, despite that Punk's supposed to be a heel. I do like both of these guys a lot. I gotta go with you and say Punk.
Lady Killer?
You know, first of all, shout out to Sandy Stars, big fan of the show. I got my
That's
little
right.
Randy
I got
Orton,
my
that's
little
right.
RKO wristbands for you. You know I had to rock those for you. Thanks for watching, sweetheart.
Sandy.
I'm gonna have to say.
Yeah, is there a superstar you're not rocking today?
Oh,
You got
no,
the
man,
Punk
I got
shirt, your
Kofi
Kofi bean, your RKO
Kingston,
band.
I got
Are
a-
those Edge sunglasses.
Sunglasses are truth belt because the truth hurts, man. The truth
It
hurts.
definitely does.
What's up?
And
Yeah.
the truth smokes.
You know what? Just real quick, I just will say that Randy Orton will punch CM Punk in the head, and he'll get the 1, 2, 3. Even though I'm rocking the damn shirt, but I'm also underneath here. It's just the spirit of the Viper, the Legend Killer.
Fair enough, fair enough.
Give him a big
World
push.
Heavyweight Championship match. Alberto Del Rio versus Captain Charisma. Where my peeps at? I'm looking out there at Long Beach Clothing Company. Christian.
There they are, way over there.
Ladder match. I think if Christian doesn't win this match, it's a total botch. You know, I've been pulling for Alberto to win the belt, even though I'm not feeling Alberto. I truly do believe that it was his destiny to get at WrestleMania.
And he didn't.
But now that he's going to Raw, The Miz is already over on Raw with the belt. All The Miz's competitors are still on Raw. SmackDown needs to keep a big title since they, you know, they just need to keep a big title. So look for Christian, in my opinion, to finally realize his destiny and become world champion.
I talked about this briefly on the draft show. The draft made Sunday's pay-per-view more predictable.
Yeah.
With Cena not staying on SmackDown, we know the WWE title is going to stay on Raw. With Alberto going to Raw, it's almost a freaking lock now that Christian's going to retain, or not retain, he's going to gain the World Heavyweight Championship. It's vacant.
Yeah.
So, you know, I can't not go. I know Alberto's your boy. I know you love Alberto. I know The Rock has his opinion on that. But I do know that Christian is going to win the World Heavyweight Championship. I know this for a fact.
I don't really think I even need to tell you what's going to happen. You know, this guy knows I'm the non-Mexican Mexican. This guy knows I'm the non-Mexican Mexican.
That's my nickname, by the way, copyrighted by the dads on.
But I gotta speak up. I gotta speak up for Alberto Del Rio, because since Eddie Guerrero and the Mexican community has not gotten behind Rey Mysterio. I mean, the children have, but you know, the adults.
Cheating.
Yes, exactly. Alberto Del Rio defines. You know, it makes Mexicans want to watch it even more, whether they love him or hate him, and that's our main demographic. What I looked at on the stock sheet today, as usual, plummeted down again. Damn, kids need to get on iTunes and buy that damn Angry Birds version of WWE, or the WWE version of Angry Birds. Buy that shit, man. It's a good game. I have it. Buy it. It's $1. Okay, so I say Alberto Del Rio.
My only issue with Christian getting the belt at this point is it almost becomes Eddie Guerrero syndrome.
Yeah, it really does.
Eddie Guerrero died. Rey Mysterio became World Heavyweight Champion because he was Eddie's best friend. Edge retires, and if Christian wins the World Heavyweight title, it almost becomes Eddie Guerrero syndrome, in that he's only finally getting the belt because his brother and best friend of how many years had to hang it up.
And then, I forget who at the house was saying it. What if, the big elephant in the room, what if it is one grand story? And Edge comes out and does something to screw Christian or Alberto. What happens if this whole
I stopped watching.
Okay.
I stopped watching. Pardon me.
So, this might be the last Dads on Wrestling right here. So, the last, not I can say the word last, but this might be the last Dad, so enjoy it while you can.
And the last match. WWE Championship Steel Cage, The Miz, John Morrison, and John Cena.
Should have been truth.
It should have been truth.
He was. Let me just. I usually get my one little zinger, and here it is. I just been thinking about it all week, and I just want to say,
go ahead.
Our truth is like that necklace that Lindsay Lohan stole. He was robbed. He was robbed. It wasn't the greatest one. It wasn't the greatest one.
It wasn't the greatest one. Yeah.
But he was all week.
Wow. All week, and that was the best you could come up with, Lady Killer. That's fail. Walk off. You get to do the gratuitous Dad's walk off.
All right. Anyway.
But anyways, you know, Lady Killer does have a point, though. It should have been our truth. No, come back.
Come on back.
It should have been our truth, because you know what? John Morrison has had his shots against The Miz. And as much as I love John Morrison, they've really been sleeping on our truth since they brought him back from TNA.
Yep.
He was U.S. champion for a millisecond.
Yeah.
You know, they've done nothing with
tag
him.
champion.
He's a freaking no.
Okay.
He was a freaking 2-time NWA champion over in TNA, multiple-time tag team champion. And yes, I understand that's another company, and WWE doesn't really care about the other company, but he's proven that he can be a world champion.
Yes.
Maybe not the greatest one, maybe not a long-term champion, but at least a transitional world champion.
Right.
So to take him out of that picture was just horrible.
Maybe he gets involved somehow.
That, and you know, Tyler's always coming over to the pay-per-views at our house. Our good friend Tyler, you can find him on my page on Facebook. He's always saying that it's a black thing, that they're holding the black people down from the main event picture. Well, this was their opportunity to make it right and at least put him in a high-profile match. They screw him.
Now, since it is Morrison, Miz, and Cena, I'll go with Miz to retain again. I really am.
I hate to say it because the Miz is our boy.
Yep.
But I see John Cena pinning John Morrison and Miz getting screwed out of the belt.
It depends where on the card this match is. If the ladder match is main, Miz will retain. How about that?
I'll agree with that too. If the ladder match is the main event, the Miz retains. But John Cena always has to have the main event spotlight.
True. If the cage match mains,
just remember, the world title curtain jerked WrestleMania.
That's true.
The fucking World Heavyweight Championship curtain jerked WrestleMania.
Alright. If the WWE title is the main event match, I'm going with Cena. I hate it.
And I think, like I said, I think he'll pin John Morrison so that the Miz gets screwed and has a I never got beat for the belt angle to go off of.
Gentlemen, stocks are down. Cena needs the belt. Period.
Alright, there we go.
Alright, so for episode 20, live from Long Beach Clothing Company of Dads on Wrestling.
The second one in a row.
Yeah, I am the Renegade of Wrestling, JJ Williams.
I am Mr. TW Jeff Meacham, and this guy here is the Lady Killer Ray Larkin.
But you already know that.
We'll see you next time.